The first method to add color is probably the most common, and that's with using cardstock. So with this method, you have to fold a 180. And then what you do is you're going to go ahead and add the cardstock underneath the tabs, like so, and then go ahead and glue it into place. When you do this method, you must make sure you use cardstock that goes all the way through the dies. You don't want, because you're only going to be looking at the edge. Okay, so that is method number 1. An example of that, as you can see here with my cards, each one's folded in the 180 method, and then in this case I used the black down here for the club and then the red up here for the heart, and you can see what that looks like. The next method to add color is with a Sharpie. So if you say you're doing a mark and fold, what you're going to do is you're going to take some paper or something so that you're not going through, and you're going to need you may go through 2 Sharpies, so please be aware of that. You're going to probably want to buy 2 of the same color. And the reason I use a Sharpie is going to have to be permanent. And what you do is you can color the front, and then you'll have to color the back as well, so that your color goes all the way through. Okay, so that's another way to add color, and that would be with the mark and fold. An example of that is with my smiley face right here. So this is a mark and fold, and what I did, as you can see, is I added the permanent yellow on the front and the permanent yellow on the back. So it looks like this. The next way to add color is with a cut and fold. With a cut and fold, what you can do is, again with the Sharpie, you can color the front and back of the tab, like so. So you would take your Sharpie, again make sure you use cardstock to protect your paper, and you're going to color the front of the tab, and then flip that around and color the back of the tab. And the nice thing about this pattern is that it says happy in this direction and this direction, so that's kind of a fun one. Another method to add color would be with washi tape. So washi tape comes in all sorts of different designs and thicknesses. And what you can do with this, again, this would be another method you could use. So in this case, with my mark and fold, you take the tape and cut it so that's the exact width that you want. So it's like that, and then fold it in the back like so. So a lot of people use that just for like a pop of color, maybe just for a certain element in your fold. It does take a lot of time, and also be aware that it does bulk the book up quite a lot. So those are the 4 most common ways to add color. Some people, I've also seen you could take a stamp pad if you wanted and just do the edges right here. You could do that. I've also seen people take a tea bag and then just slightly get it damp, and then you can just put it on the front and back, and it kind of just gives it an aged look. So there's lots of different methods to add color.